Keep calm and carry on. So the 28th of May, May's nearly done, and we got Marcus Aurelius. Good old
Curly chops.
curly chops. I've got a statue of Marcus Aurelius that you got me for my birthday. I've actually got two because my mum got the same statue.
Yeah.
But you look a little bit like Marcus Aurelius. Or maybe he looks a bit like you.
Everyone's been nice to me, so I don't like it.
Okay.
In the comments, remind me how ugly I am. Thanks.
Well, buckle up, because I'm about to be nasty.
Great.
First, don't panic. Everything happens as it's meant to, and in no time you'll be gone. Just like even the greatest leaders like Hadrian and Augustus are now, the next thing to do is focus on the task at hand, seeing it for what it really is, while remembering that your purpose is to be a good person. Get to work on what's required and speak with kindness, humility, and honesty, doing what feels right. Marcus Aurelius.
Really nice.
We panic, don't we? As human beings and salespeople, we get to points where we panic. At the end of the month, when we feel like we might miss target, if it could be during a cold call and somebody might ask a direct question, or they ask a question like, well, what is it you do? We just panic and keep calm and carry on. Well, I mean, Marcus Aurelius said it best when he said, don't panic. And saying don't do something is easier said than done. So how do we prevent ourselves from entering that state of panic, that state of fight or flight? I sometimes have to talk to my amygdala, talk to it logically and try to understand, okay, why are you responding like this? What is happening? Talking myself through it. If it was a case of I'm going to post a piece of content online and then my brain goes, well, what if people mock you for it? Mm-hmm. My amygdala is in that fight or flight of like, what if people mock you for it? So my logical brain has to prefrontal cortex. Is that what it's called? Yeah, you like that? My logical brain will be like, okay, who will mock you? And then my amygdala might suggest a few different people.
Morgan Ratcliffe.
Other Ratcliffes are available. Zach Thompson, he might mock me. Some of the team. And I go, okay, but actually, when it's broken out, if any of them, that wouldn't bother me. So who else would it be? Could be a stranger. Dan? It could be Dan. Well, Dan, that might bother me, actually. Dan's the man. Could be a stranger that would bother me, but no, a stranger would. And once I've broken it down into lots and lots of different pieces, I go, am I truly bothered? No. So why would I panic? When you think about panicking, and don't say Skywalker, what do you think of?
I was going to say Panic Skywalker.
Yeah, no, mate. We've been friends for too long. I know your next move.
So there's a few different things that I go to with this, right? One is the traffic jam test. You know the traffic jam test? So imagine yourself in a traffic jam and you panic or you get angry.
Just before we go further, can you imagine yourself in a traffic jam or are you the traffic jam?
No, imagine myself in the traffic jam.
Right, okay. Right. But are you in traffic or are you traffic?
I think it's a very interesting philosophical debate that we probably could do in a different episode if you want.
Maybe. All right, thanks.
So imagine you are in traffic or are the traffic.
But you would never be on traffic, would you?
Yeah, but you could be part of traffic. Right.
Wow.
So imagine you're part of the standstill of traffic, right? Does anger or panic change the traffic?
No.
Okay. Now let's imagine then, all right, we'll give it a different story. So you're late, running late for work, and you're rushing around trying to find your sock. You've lost your socks. Does anger or panic make you find your sock better?
No.
You're nervous and worried about a presentation that you're going to do, and your laptop's just shut down, and you're walking upstairs, you're not quite prepared. Does anger or panic make any of that better?
No. Can I tell you the only time that anger has made something better? I'd lost my passport and I was so annoyed. I prayed and then I couldn't find it. And then I punched the bookcase. And when I punched the bookcase, it fell down.
That's not true.
I swear down. I was 16.
That's ridiculous.
So anger did help me.
Your life's a movie.
Yeah. So one thing I don't understand is...
Well, hey, mate, there's not one thing you don't understand.
You can be in a car, but you can't be in a bus. You'd be on a bus. When do you start going on things?
You can be in a bus.
I don't think you'd ever say that, though.
You know, you might not, but you can be.
No, you'd say I'm on a bus.
Yeah, no, you would say that, yeah, but you're in a bus, aren't you? It doesn't change the...
Yeah, but why do people never say... People don't say I'm on a car.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say... You'd say I'm swimming, wouldn't you? You wouldn't say I'm within water.
I might say that.
again, it's one of these things, these Stoic ideas of if you can bring awareness to the thing, you will realise that. Sorry, you dropped that there. You'll realise like actually it doesn't hold any purpose. You ever seen American History X?
Yes, great film.
You seen the bit where his teacher comes to visit him? There's
Can't
a bit in it where
remember
his
it. Yeah,
teacher
yeah,
comes
go
to
on.
visit him in hospital, and he's like, "For all your hate and anger, has any of it made your life any better?" He just breaks down crying.
Yeah.
Because actually, when you actually look at the purpose some of these feelings serve, do they serve to make anything better? And just having that awareness of this actually doesn't make anything better can be quite a calming thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Anger doesn't make anything better.
No.
Unless you lose your passport and then it might. I've been Jack Frimpson.
Having Zach Thompson.
Remember, you'll die. I'm sorry.